Hey everyone, welcome back to Tech Expect, your #1 stop for real tech tests, reviews, and honest opinions. In today's video, we're diving into a question a lot of people are asking. Can the Samsung Galaxy S9 Plus still work properly after a serious screen crack? Now, this phone may be from 2018, but it's still loved by many for its performance, camera, and design. But what happens when that beautiful curved AMOLED display meets the floor? Cracks, shatters, heartbreak, and the big question, is it still usable? So, in this video, we're going to test the Galaxy S9 Plus with a badly cracked screen and find out if it still performs well. We'll test the touch sensitivity, display brightness, fingerprint sensor, camera performance, speaker output, and even the software stability to see if this device can still handle daily use. Alright. Let's jump straight in. First off, the design. The S9 Plus still feels premium, even in 2025. The metal frame, the glass back, and that curved front display, it's a classic Samsung look. But when it cracks, especially around the edges, it can get dangerous. Some cracks run deep enough that you can feel the glass edges. So, if you're using a cracked one, I'd recommend applying a tempered glass protector to avoid cutting your fingers or worsening the damage. Now, let's power it on. You can see the screen lights up just fine, even with the cracks running across it. The AMOLED panel is still bright and colorful. Samsung screens are known for their durability when it comes to color retention, even after physical damage. However, depending on how bad the impact was, you might see black spots, dead pixels, or discoloration in certain areas. In this unit we're testing, there are a few faint lines near the top, but everything is still visible. Next up, let's talk about touch sensitivity. This is one of the biggest issues people face after a crack. Surprisingly, the Galaxy S9 Plus touchscreen still works smoothly across most of the display. Swiping, typing, and even gestures like pulling down the notification bar are all responsive. The only area that's a bit laggy is the top left corner, where the crack is deepest. This shows that unless the digitizer layer beneath the glass is damaged, the screen can still respond well even after a hard fall. Now, what about the fingerprint sensor? Remember, on the S9 Plus, it's located on the back, right below the camera. I tried unlocking the phone several times and it still works perfectly. So, the physical fingerprint scanner is not affected by a screen crack, which is a huge plus. Moving on to the front and rear cameras. The S9 Plus was known for having a really good camera setup, dual rear cameras and a sharp selfie shooter. I took a few pictures after the crack and honestly, they still look great. The lens isn't cracked, which is important, because if the crack reaches the camera glass, you'll notice blur, glare, or light streaks in your photos. But as long as the lens cover is intact, the camera system functions just as well as before. Now, let's talk about sound. The stereo speakers on the S9 Plus are still powerful. Even after the drop, both the top and bottom speakers produce clear, rich audio. Unless the fall damaged the internal components or loosened the frame, the sound quality remains unaffected. I also tested phone calls. Both the microphone and earpiece still work fine. So, for communication, you're good to go. Another big test is battery and performance. The Galaxy S9 Plus runs on the Snapdragon 845 or Exynos 9810, depending on the region. And it's still surprisingly fast in 2025 for everyday tasks, social media, YouTube, browsing, and even light gaming. A cracked screen doesn't directly affect performance, but if moisture gets inside through the crack, it can cause problems like ghost touches, overheating, or sudden shutdowns. So it's really important to keep it dry and use a protective case. Let's also check software stability. This device officially got Android 10 as its final major update, but you can still use it comfortably for basic apps. I've noticed no system crashes or lag due to the screen damage. The only issue might come if the cracks interfere with sensors, like the proximity or ambient light sensor, but in this test phone, everything is still functioning. Now, let's be realistic. Can you keep using it long term? Technically, yes, but there are a few risks. Once the screen is cracked, the phone loses its water resistance completely. Even a drop of water can seep through the cracks and damage the internals. Also, the glass could continue spreading and eventually affect the display. So if you plan to use it for a few more months, protect it with a case and screen protector, and avoid moisture or pressure on the cracked area. Repair-wise, replacing the screen on a Galaxy S9 Plus can cost around $100 to $115, depending on where you are and whether it's an original or aftermarket replacement. In some regions, that's almost the same price as buying a good used phone, so it's something to think about. So, what's the final verdict? The Samsung Galaxy S9 Plus can still work properly after a serious screen crack, as long as the damage doesn't reach the internals or digitizer. The performance, camera, fingerprint, and speakers all remain solid. But you'll lose water resistance, risk further screen damage, and of course, it won't look great visually. If you're using it as a backup or secondary phone, you're fine. But if it's your main device, I'd say consider repairing it, especially if you love the display experience Samsung is known for. Alright guys, that's it for today's test. Let me know in the comments if you're still using a Galaxy S9 Plus or if you've experienced a similar cracked screen situation. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to Tech Expect, and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next real-life tech test. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one, only on Tech Expect, where we expect more from tech.